The Quran was the only property left of Usman Mawu. His properties in his single room and porch, which houses his 6 children, got ravaged by the fire on August 5. His wife, Amina Mawu, was also frustrated with no hope of getting their lost properties back.
Me car shop ewo teshi. Nti me wa na ya frame say ejato efie. Nti me de car ma fa car me ba beduru ama say ha nyina hye. Niama ni na hye. Niama bia no ha aka. Apart for Quran na ekitame. Enu nkwane ade aka wodem ha. Niama ni na wo hwa ankasa wo hwa niama ni na hye. Apart from Quran no nkwane ade a ene atare a hye me. Niama ni na hye.
Eyewitnesses tell Citi News the fire started from a structure behind the above excellence remedial school, also made up of wooden structures meant for remedial classes. Even though the cause of the fire is not yet known, authorities of the remedial school said classes were ongoing when the fire started. They indicated that the students had to rush out to avert any casualties. Some of the eyewitnesses spoke to Citi News.
I heard a sound which was saying being like, bah. So I put my attention that, what was the sound coming from? So unfortunately, when I was coming towards, I saw the fire has been consuming. So I talked to the other boy that they should mix the omo then with the water so that we can use our forcemen to, bring the fire down. But unfortunately, because many kiosks was there, the fire was still germinating. So I was shouting to the other boy that they should come for help. Unfortunately, then I saw that it has climbed to the upwards building.
So far, no damages on the humanity, but there are casual damages on properties and other stuff. The fire, the building over here belongs to students who have been grouping for classes, and a lot of things belonging to their educational assets has been burnt. So there has been some loss, and there has been some other things.
An officer with the Public Relations Unit of the Ghana National Fire Service, ADO2 Alex Kinnati, says the fire was brought under control in less than an hour after visiting the scene. He added that the fire service has begun investigations into the incident to ascertain the cause of the fire.
About 7 rooms burnt. There is a Sancrate building that was used as a remedial school, above excellence remedial school. That got totally burnt. There were so many houses around. We had to do our best to save some. So we saved about 8 buildings within the particular area from getting burnt. Unfortunately, apart from the remedial school, there were a few shops and then some single rooms that were also damaged in the fire.
So as we speak, do we know what might have caused the fire?
Well, it's still an investigation. You know, in conducting an investigation, we assess the situation and then we also do our interviews. So it's an investigation. Once the investigation is completed, we'll do all to let you know.
He further charged the public to get themselves familiar with fire stations in their localities. This, he says, when done, will help the fire service fight the incidents immediately when they do come up.
We always advise people that get to know the fire stations close to your proximity so that in case of fire, you're able to call the fire station directly. Circle is the fire station in charge of this area. It's important to know the number of the Circle fire station so you call them for quick and prompt response. We asked some of them who claimed they had called fire service for hours and were not responding. I asked some said they were calling 999, 911. Please, those are not our numbers. Those are not our numbers, and we always constantly do education to educate people and stress on the need for them to know the numbers of hand. Because if you call, we get a lot of prank calls every time. From this January to this time, we've received well over 1 million prank calls, people pranking. So if you know the number of your fire station, you call, you are guaranteed.